Happy Tuesday, Delmarva. Thanks for spending your Tuesday afternoon with us here on Coast Life. We are your hosts. I'm Paige Marley.
I'm Leah Rizzo. And Paige, have you started any of your Halloween thoughts yet? Whether it's costumes or decorating your house? I mean, I feel like now every season gets such an earlier and earlier start. It's hard to stay ahead of it all, but I try to stay in season with that kind of stuff.
I do too. I have tried starting my fall decorations, but I always tend to, once I set it for Christmas, I'll find fall decorations still in my house that I forget about. So I don't know. I'm stuck between this, and tell me if you feel the same way. Okay. I'll decorate for fall, and then suddenly it's like, oh wait, but it's Halloween. I have to decorate for Halloween. Oh, but now Halloween's over, so get rid of Halloween, add back fall, and now get ready for Christmas.
Yeah, I guess I just tend to stick with one fall. Usually it's just fall.
I need to do that. I'm not going to do Halloween this year.
Yeah, because I love Halloween. Don't get me wrong, but I love the dress up part of Halloween.
Yes, and which we've been talking about. So myself, Leah, Maya, we want to dress up like something like a trio.
Yeah, because there's lots of trios to choose from. So we got to pick a good one.
Yeah. Do you have any ideas? Can you? I was going to say text us, but tweet us or just send us a private message. Yeah, please, because I don't know. I can't think of one I really love yet.
Yeah, there's Three Little Pigs, Three Musketeers. Ooh. The Musketeers are always kind of cute.
The Musketeers could be cute.
Just think about it.
Yeah, I saw one that was cute. It was like the moon, stars, and the sun.
Ooh, that could be fun. Yeah,
okay.
Celestial thing going on. I like it.
Okay, well maybe we found our outfits, but still, we want to hear from you. Help us decide if you have any cool trio fits that you've done.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah,
we want to get into that.
Yes, please.
Sort of speaking of seasonal changes and as we get ready for the holiday season, maybe there's a hot toy on your kids' Christmas list. I feel like I remember back in the day there was always that one must-have toy that if you don't get it Black Friday shopping, you're not getting it.
Oh yeah.
And it seems like this year they're saying it's a little robot dog named Dog E.
Like the artificial intelligence of dogs.
Yeah, exactly. He's like a little robot dog. He's app controlled, so you connect through in the app and he can do little tricks, and I think you could probably play music through him and a couple other things. But
this sounds kind of familiar,
doesn't it though?
Yeah, because I've definitely had a robot dog growing up.
Was it Poochie?
It wasn't Poochie. It was Lucky.
Lucky.
Yeah, but probably the same thing. So is this kind of making a comeback?
It's kind of what it seems like, and honestly, I feel like the OG was a little bit cuter, but it could just be the Y2K kid in me.
Yeah.
You know, the 90s baby growing up in the early 2000s, the pinks, the blues, because that's what Poochie had, the colorful ears and stuff like that.
Oh, you're right. I do remember that. Okay. Lucky was brown with a heart on its butt or something. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
Kind of weird.
Well, weren't they were nano pets a different thing too? Didn't they have?
Yeah. Maybe that's what I'm thinking with the heart on its butt. There's too many. There's too many. I don't know.
It had a moment. The little robot pets certainly had a moment because we went from Tamagotchi to the nano pets, which were little robot dogs and cats.
Yeah.
And then I guess we're kind of coming back around.
I kind of love that though.
I do too.
Especially because I remember a couple Christmases ago, whenever it would have been PS4 or PS5 came out. It must have been PS4 because this was a few years ago. And my poor mother was trying to find PlayStations for my two brothers, my fiance, the other guys in the life. And so that was just insane. There was people would fight. It's expensive.
They were ridiculously hard to find.
Yeah.
I know the PS5, we still, you can find them now.
Yeah, but
they're still
difficult.
Expensive. They're still, it can still be difficult. But it was for years it's been hard to find.
So I kind of love this, that the new toy is a little robot dog. Because I think as a non-parent, if I were a parent, I would much rather spend my time looking for that.
And especially it's technology, but it's very safe technology.
Yeah.
Even though there's an app that you control it through, I think there's only a certain amount of commands and things that it can do. So
I love
it's not if you have a techie kid, it might be kind of cute and fun.
I love that. Yeah, that's pretty wholesome.
It is wholesome, isn't it?
I'm
we
proud
like
of
wholesome.
Us. Yes, we do.
Now, I know that football has been talked about a lot in the headlines, and we're going to talk about it too, but not for the reasons that you think.
Okay. Tell me.
So apparently a YouTuber has undertaken what he's calling the JJ Watt diet.
It's probably delicious, probably too much food for me.
Definitely too much food because this thing is over 21,000 calories.
I think I'm supposed to eat 2,100 a day.
Right.
Or that I could be so off.
I think 2,000 is the typical diet. 15 to 2,000 is sort of the standard. 21,000 calories. He basically eats 2 of every meal. 2 breakfasts, 2 lunches, 2 dinners, and I think they said even 3 cheat meals that he sometimes throws in too.
Well, there has to be, because even if it's let's say I do a 2,100 calorie diet, which I have no idea, but if I doubled that, wouldn't it just be 4,200?
Yeah.
So you have to
That's what they're saying. Wow. But if you, I mean, I understand, obviously, if you are a professional athlete, you're also burning professional athlete calories. So you need to eat probably 2-3 times as much as the average person. I mean, even if you're just a serious weightlifter, you eat a lot more calories than the average person does. So if this is your job, I get it. So I don't know what makes one YouTuber like, I'm going to try this.
Right.
And think see how I feel.
He's going to turn into J.J. Watt and be able to throw
the
touchdowns.
result was just very full.
I bet. It's sick.
Right?
I saw that story one time about how much Michael Phelps eats. And it was like this crazy amount because he's burning so much. And he was like, please don't try this. Like, you're not me. And it's like, no, honestly, fair enough. We're not.
Fair enough.
We're not you.
Yeah. Nope. No, we'll leave that one to the professionals, I think, as much as we love food.
Yeah, no, not that much.
And if you are looking for love, you know, maybe you're getting into the dating app scene, it can be tricky to navigate. And you just kind of want to make your profile stand out a little bit. And many people are pet lovers out there. And there is one pet that is going to make more people more likely to swipe yes to you.
Which is it?
Well, I'll take a guess.
Okay. I'm going to guess not a dog and not a fish, because I see those a lot.
Okay.
A hedgehog.
Not a hedgehog, but actually I think like hedgehogs, chinchillas, like ferrets, like that sort of little like other furry animal category that's not cat and dog was high on the list. I think it was like 3rd.
I love that.
But number 1 was cats.
Okay, I can get that. I can get behind that one.
I get that too, because I can see where like a dog, and they were actually 4th on the list, which did surprise me. I mean, I thought dog was going to be number 1.
Yeah, me too.
Because everybody loves dogs, or most people love dogs, and when you love dogs, you're such a dog person, and like they take control of your life oftentimes, and I think that might even be why people are less likely to swipe for a dog over a cat, because it's just a little bit less commitment, you know?
And even if you're not a cat person, if you're dating someone who has a cat, they're not in the way.
Right.
You know, like it's not, that's not a bad thing. You know, you have a cat now.
I do, yes.
Yay, Lita. But it's like, that wouldn't stop me from dating someone, but if you hate dogs, which I mean, I don't, so I'm having trouble relating, but like if you hate dogs, then I can see why, like, oh, they have a big slobbery dog. I don't want to get involved in that.
Yeah, I think actually reptiles were number 2.
Oh, I love that. Again, just easy, low maintenance. You're like, that's not going to get in the way of me dating him.
Exactly.
I kind of get it. Although I do want to give a shout out to all of our fish boys on Tinder. Yes, we were talking about this the other day too. It's like girls make fun of the guys who have the fish, hold up the fish in their dating profile. But then we saw a tweet that someone was like, well, guys, like boys don't really ask to get their picture taken from other boys.
I know.
So it's kind of like the only time they have pictures of themselves is when they are fishing, because they can just use it as an excuse.
Right. You guys got to hype each other up, man. Take more photos of your bros.
Yeah. And also,
Brodos.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Don't judge guys who are holding fish in their photos. It's cute now.
Judge a little less.
Yeah.
It's cute now.
Yes.
We're for it.
Yeah.
We're also for the show that we've got coming your way today. Our field correspondent, Maya Henry, is going to tell us what's coming up on Coast Life.
Coming up next, we're celebrating moms with Mom Moments. And prepare yourself for another Get Home Safely tip. All that and more when Coast Life gets back.
Coast Life is brought to you by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group.
Okay, I want to share a really quick story with you guys. Okay, this was about last year, maybe a little less than a year ago. I walk into the Milton Public Library. First time going in there. Yeah, I'm just looking for a book. I saw local business owners. I saw children. I saw parents, and each one of them were like, "Hello, oh hi, how are you?" I'm like, did I walk into the nicest place ever? Right. It was amazing. So I want to introduce you to some really amazing guests we have today. We have Caroline and Pamela with the Milton Public Library. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So really, it really is just a great representation of what Milton is. Like I said, it was so welcoming and kind when I went in there. Is that what you guys see every day?
Yes, absolutely. One of the things we always try to do as a staff is everyone that walks through that door, we say hello, we say hi, because that may make all the difference in their day.
It really
I mean, yeah, it does. And I mean, it's even friendly from the outside in. I mean, I pass it all the time coming through the Milton area, and you're always just like, it's the cutest little building on the outside, and even more so on the inside.
Yes.
But tell us a little bit, I guess, about the Milton Public Library. If people aren't familiar with it, what are visitors going to find inside?
Okay, when you walk inside the library, first thing you'll see is books. That's important.
Yes.
But also you'll find friendly staff. You'll find that we have all types of up-to-date devices, such as a 3D printer, of course, the PCs, the digital catalog, everything to ease a patron's wants and desires. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
What would you say?
Yes, absolutely. We have so much in the library. We have a teen room. We also have a children's room. We have our main floor, which houses all of our collection items, our movies, our books, our CDs. We also have a new seed library. That is something new that you can come in and check out seeds. That's been a huge hit so far.
Oh, absolutely.
And then upstairs we have all of our meeting rooms, which you can use for free, and tutor rooms as well.
A seed library?
Yes.
Can you tell us?
Have to go. Yeah, I need to know what.
I can feel Leah getting excited.
Yes. So
How does one use the seed library?
Yes. So you just simply walk in. You'll find a binder which has a list of all the seeds that are available. You'll make your choice. You'll take the little tweezers that are there for you, an envelope. You'll put your little seeds in. There's minimal paperwork to fill out, and then you just go home and plant your seeds.
And you don't have to return it.
I will be checking out. Yes, exactly. And I mean, I think one of the things that people underestimate or forget about public libraries a lot of times is that like it really is one of the few spaces these days that you can just exist for free.
Correct. Yes.
And in addition to that, you guys have a lot of wonderful programs for all ages. Tell us about some of those programs, especially as kids are back in school. Maybe they're looking for after-school activities or things to do as a family.
Yeah, so we have a wonderful children's librarian. Her name is Bev. She does a lot of great programs. She has story times, which is on Tuesdays at 10:30. She does a little story and then usually crafts or activities afterwards. She also has a Feelings Rock with Miss Katie. That's a very popular class that has come in once a month on Tuesday. Has a big following. It's a music and a movement class, so it's definitely something to bring the little kids to. I run the teen department. I've been there for 2 years now. I really love the teen community at Milton. It's so amazing. It's definitely an age that sometimes gets overlooked, so I try and provide as much programming as I can to that community. We've got a lot of really great things. I have programs all throughout the month. I generally do my programs on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. So to name off a few, we have on Mondays, we have Magic the Gathering. It is, it's a very popular trading card game. We also have anime. That is the second Monday of the month. That we started last year. It had a really great turnout. I was really happy about that, so we are continuing with it in the fall. The third Monday of the month, we have our VR headset. So that's something new that we are doing. I'm really excited about it. We have an Oculus Rift, so you can come in and play on the VR headset for a period of 15 minutes. We do have a waiver for that, so a parent does need to sign off. If you're looking for that form, it is at the teen desk. Just have a parent or guardian sign that and give it back to me, and you can play on the VR headset. It's been really awesome to see the kids play with it. I really enjoy it myself. I think adults probably would really enjoy it too. So it's been very exciting.
Oh my gosh.
So a lot of really
going
cool.
on.
Busy.
Yes, she
I know.
is.
Wow.
I try and do as much as I can, give as much variety as I can, and just let the teens know that the library is a fun place to come to. It is a warm and welcoming space, and I try and do as much as I can that will interest them.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're doing a great job, but also, I mean, you talk kids, teens, adult programs as well.
Okay, so my niche is the adults. We have coming up Mr. Charles Malkatoff, who is a classical guitarist. He's going to come and do a live performance for us. He's phenomenal. So if you love live music, especially guitar music, you will love Mr. Charles Malkatoff. We have Catherine Flary, who is teaching paint classes.
Okay.
And all of our paint classes are tied to our mental health piece, which mental health is really big in the world today. And it's personal to me because I'm on a journey with a grandson who suffers from mental health disease. So painting is a way of just de-stressing and taking you to another world, even if it's just for an hour in the day.
Yeah, you need it.
That helps. We have, let me see, we have a lot going on. One of the biggest things, and what's my baby and near and dear to my heart, is our Hispanic heritage event. We normally would hold it between September 15th and October 15th, but this year we pushed it to December the 16th.
Okay.
All of the adult programs are mainly on Fridays,
Okay.
Between the hours of 2. Some start at 4:30.
Okay.
So anytime you want to know what's coming up at the Milton Public Library, just access our website at www.milton.lib.de.us. And you can find out what's going on. You can also sign up for our e-newsletter. Once you log on, you'll see this big green button that says sign up for the e-newsletter, and you can choose all the activities and interests.
Nice and easy.
Well, you guys sound like you're just keeping so busy helping the community, so thank you for everything you do and for helping us reach more people and let them know how they can get involved. This is really incredible.
Oh, we're glad to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
We
Well,
love
I
our
can tell.
community.
All right, Caroline and Pamela, thank you again for being here and for sharing this. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to be, look at that big green sign.
Oh yeah, please
Great.
do.
Awesome. All right, hey, stick around. We have more Coast Life heading your way. We'll be right back.
All right, Leah, what is your favorite thing about Seaside Krav Maga in Lewis?
Ooh, there's a lot to choose
know.
from. That's a that's a big question, but I think I love how knowledgeable Chris and Ted are. And I love the safe environment that they've really created so that when they're teaching you how to get out of these potentially dangerous situations and situations that you never want to be in, A, I mean, they teach you how to prevent those situations from happening in the first place, but B, they make you feel safe about knowing how to get out of them, because it is a little nerve-wracking when they, you know, when they put you on the mat in a compromising way, but in a very real, possibly dangerous scenario that could happen.
Exactly.
So I think that's one of my favorite things about it.
I think I couldn't have thought of a better answer. Honestly, that's exactly why we love them. And we know that you guys love them too. And if you haven't been, we know you will love them. So, of course, Leah just gave a great answer. I could leave it at that. That's why you should pick Seaside Krav Maga in Lewis for your self-protection. But we're going to let Chris and Ted explain a little bit more about why you should choose them. So here's this week's Get Home Safely tip.
We teach practical, effective self-defense. I mean, that's the bottom line. And Krav Maga is sort of our tool that we use to help people learn learn how to protect themselves.
If we use a technique and it doesn't work, or it doesn't work for you, you're going to get a different technique. It's taught to the Israeli Defense Forces. It needs to be easily learned. You've got somebody in basic training for 4 to 6 weeks, and now they're fighting for their life. You better give them something that's easy to learn. That being said, you need to practice. We, as Ted mentioned in a different segment, we put you in stressful situations after we've shown you the technique, had you practiced it. So you realize, yeah, I freeze for a split second, but I know where I'm headed because I have a plan and I know how I'm going to move forward with it. And I think that's part of what sets us apart, is we're not teaching forms, we're not teaching stuff that's sport. I always kind of tell people, everything that's illegal in sport is what I teach. And I had one of our instructors say, in Krav, we're thieves. We take from every sport what can be used on the street, and then we pressure test it to make sure it works.
Okay? So that was a little off center. Try to hit right in the center. Good. I'm going to move into you and you're going to react. So a lot of people, they get their concealed carry permits and they rely on that on a tool. And they may not have access to that tool. So we teach people how to use the human body as a tool or as a weapon to effectively, defend themselves or protect themselves from a violent encounter. So Krav Maga is principle-based, which means we teach sort of principles that work across all spectrums, whether you're big, whether you're small, strong. You don't have to be athletic to do them. So, and they're simple and easy to learn, which Chris mentioned earlier. So With that in mind, we have classes on a weekly basis that we put people through these scenarios and drills. Krav Maga teaches the body, how to use the body as a tool, and where the vital targets are on the body that we want to strike. And so we go over that weekly throughout our classes.
If I put my thumb in your eye, you're going to move away. Now you're not going to move away, and I'm breaking your posture slightly, okay? So that's one. The other is just taking your hand. I notice you've got great nails. Yeah. Good for you, not so good for me. I don't care which way it goes. I just want something in the eye, and I want to push the person back and away so that I can escape and go home safely.
This segment of Coast Life was brought to you by Seaside Krav Maga.
You're watching Coast Life, and before the break, Paige and Leah told us about a TikTok couple who has over 5 million followers. So we're kind of on a TikTok trend right now. So we heard of something super creative. How about rainbow popcorn on the cob? So we'll show you the video right now. So now I'm gonna try this rainbow popcorn on the cob and see if it actually works. So the first thing you need is your corn and food coloring, and of course a microwave. All right, so this is the fun part. We have all these different colors. Choose your favorite food coloring, and you're just gonna put different dots along the corn. So I'm gonna choose some green, lighten it up with some orange. Okay, so they said we should use a brush, but I don't have a brush right now. So we're just going to take our fingers and just run all the colors throughout the corn. There we go. So on TikTok it says we're supposed to put it on for 3 minutes. And you're supposed to push this part of the corn right back up. So we're gonna see if this actually works. Cool. Alright guys, so we put it on actually for 5 minutes just to see if it would pop or do something cool. Be careful because ours obviously didn't turn out that way. And this was definitely a fail. You're just gonna have some warmed up corn on the cob. Alright guys, so send us your TikTok trend so we can try it out on the Coast Life couch. Don't try this one. You see, this one's definitely a fail. But there's more Coast Life on the way.
Oh my goodness. Where are you going with that? Give me that. You better give me that. You better give me that. Hey, get back here.
That adorable video you just saw was baby Quinn. We love her here. She's actually the daughter of one of our coworkers who works in our creative department. But This is part of our Mom Moments segment. We're showing you some really funny, sometimes adorable, sometimes maybe a little naughty.
Sometimes.
Videos of kids, yes, but we love them all. So that was our coworker Sarah's daughter Quinn, who decided peas just taste better off the table.
I mean, sometimes the food's just that good that a knife and fork won't do. You gotta dump it and just start eating with your hands, you know?
Yeah. And that stressed you out. Sarah has a dog, so we know that dog probably ate good that day.
Probably, you know, why even bother buying plates and bowls for your baby?
Exactly, right, exactly.
Perfectly good high chair tray.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. But let's look at one more video from Quinn that Sarah sent us, because you'll see how much this dog and the baby get along. Check this out too.
Give it to the dog. Oh, that's nice. Good girly.
But honestly, that one I love, because what a good listener. And she's only, I think, like, did she say she's 2?
I think, yeah, she said 14 months.
Oh, really young.
I think that's what she said. Yeah,
Oh, you go, Quinn, because
I know Quinn's a really good sharer.
Yeah, I know a lot of babies who would just put that bone in their mouth and
off they go.
Run away from their moms, exactly.
But we've got another mom moment to share with you, especially because we're a little early in the week. Maybe you're feeling a little slow. We've been feeling some of that sluggishness ourselves. You're not alone. So maybe just a little motivation to get you closer and closer to Friday with this mom moment.
Porter, what's today?
Friday.
It's Wednesday.
Friday.
It's Wednesday.
Friday.
It's Wednesday.
Friday.
It'll be Friday in a couple days. Today is Wednesday.
Leah, I think everyone needs to have that kind of thought. Every day is Friday.
Every day is Friday. Yes, thank you, Porter.
That's amazing. I'm going to say that today. It's Friday. It's Friday.
What day is it?
Although that might disappoint me when I wake up tomorrow and it's Wednesday.
Can be a little confusing. I think that's where it gets a little disheartening.
Yeah. But we love his optimism.
We do. So share your mom moments with us. You can always email them to us, team@coastlife.com, and we'll share them here on the show.
Sounds great. We still have more to get to today, though. Don't forget, we told you we're doing some crafting today, Leah.
That's right. We are trying out another Halloween DIY craft when we get back.